Hey, what's up, folks? Welcome to Omania. I would like to introduce you to a mountain bike, a very basic mountain bike, but good enough to last you a while. So, what are characteristics of a mountain bike? Okay, characteristics of a mountain bike or a basic mountain bike are this: that the bike has a shock absorber and the bike has gears. Okay, so if it looks like this and it doesn't have shock absorbers, it doesn't have gears, it is not a mountain bike. Another thing about mountain bike, normally you would have slightly wider tires so that it can have grip as it goes into the mountain. All right. So in order for the gears to work on the mountain bike, you need gear shifter. So this is called a gear shifter. You press a button to shift the gear, and normally there would be another button on the other side or sometime on the same side, but easily accessible to shift down. So when you shift up, you press this button here, what happens is this device here gets pushed in, right? Gets pushed in. As it gets pushed in, this device is called a derailleur. Derailleur, it derails the chain and moves it from one of these cogs to another cog as it goes up. So when you shift going up, the gears on the outside are called high speed gears. The gears on the inside are called low speed gears. So if you're riding and you find it difficult to ride, then what you're doing basically, you're shifting, you're making it easy to ride. Okay, you go from higher to lower gear. That's what makes it easy to ride. It's a similar concept in the front. So this is a front derailleur. It derails the chain in the front from one cog set to another cog set. This is a rear derailleur. So normally the front derailleur would have a shifter over here. Okay, that's what would be the front derailleur shifter. And on the left side, that would be the rear derailleur shifter. Almost all mountain bikes have this shape. Of course, if it's full suspension, meaning that it has more than one suspension, so this is your front suspension. Okay, you could have a mid-body suspension, which they call the rear suspension. Okay, this is the front gear. This is the back gear. All right. So that's your mountain bike. And so mountain bikes also come starting as little as 20-inch wheel tires. So you have 20-inch and 24, 26, 27 and a half, and 29. So is there such a thing as 29-inch wheels? Why are there so many different types of wheels? By default, there were initially only 26. There was only 26-inch wheel bike. As the time went by, the mountain bikers wanted to experience more. So they took a 28-inch wheel, they gave it bigger tires, and that's how a 29 was born. There is no such thing as 29-inch wheel, but they're 28-inch wheels, right? So it's a 29. Now they need something in between, right? Between 29 and 26. Because the 26 gives you very good control in the mountains. You can turn very sharply. You can control the bike. And then they came up with the 29, which is good for fast rolling tires when you're going down the hill. However, the problem is when it comes to tactical places where you need to make very sharp turns, etc., they don't cut it well. So what do they do now? They needed something in between, and that's a 27 and a half. Okay, that is the only tire in the entire market that has a half, because they could not do anything between 26 and 29, so 27 and a half was born. Okay, so now that's why you have that number. Now, what are other things that are needed in a bike? If it is a mountain bike designed to be ridden in the mountain, that's when they came up with the disc brakes. Okay, traditionally they did not have disc brakes. These were the brakes that were used, right? But as time went by, it became necessary to have more control, and the disc brakes were born. Okay, and now a bike like this actually has hydraulic disc brakes. So this is a cable. If you do not see an open cable here, it means that there is oil inside it. It's a hydraulic or hydraulic caliper. Okay, so there is no cable being seen outside this area. So this is a hydraulic disc brake, as opposed to this disc brake over here. You can see there is an opening and there is a cable exposed. That's your regular disc brake. All right, so I just wanted to quickly introduce you to a basic mountain bike. Why I say basic? because the more you go into this line, you'll find some that are very, very advanced. Some of them might have remote lock, uh, which means you can use a tool here to lock or unlock the shock absorber, front and rear one. You might have a seat post dropper. You might have multiple other controls. All right. But I hope that one just introduces the bike well for you. If you have any questions, just drop them down in the question area there or comment area, and be very happy to assist you.